In Movies and Money, an animated film stars this weekend. Let's bring in film critic Erik. Hello, Erik.
Hi, Angie.
Pixar is making a rare move with their latest film. Take a look.
Dad was a wizard!
What? Your dad was an accountant.
This spell brings him back. For one whole day, Dad will be back!
What? Back? Like back to life? That's not possible.
It is with this.
I'm gonna meet Dad?
Do you think the strategy Pixar is using will pay off?
Well, let's examine it, Angie. The latest Pixar animated film, Onward, is going somewhere that no other Pixar film has ever gone before, namely the month of March. With the exception of Finding Nemo and Up, every other Pixar film has opened in either the months of June or November, taking advantage of the bulk of the most notable movie-going seasons. Now, they already have a film slated for June with Soul, which already looks like one of the more intriguing films of the year. With Onward, they are giving audiences a road trip movie with elves, and reviews have been pretty solid, if not up to the same exceptional level that they have usually set the standard with. 15 of the 21 films they have released have registered at over 90% with critics posted at Rotten Tomatoes, and Onward is currently rated in the 80s. But Pixar's greatest successes have also been in the summer, so expectations are that, domestically at least, this will be one of the lower grossing films for the studio. Though even that is hardly a doomed statistic, given that only 3 films of theirs since 2000 failed to reach $200 million, and 2 of those were the lackluster Cars sequels.
It's the beginning of the spring movie season. What do you see on the schedule?
Well, I certainly believe that Onward will be among them. There's really nothing directly aimed at families really until April, when Peter Rabbit 2 and Trolls World Tour open, sequels whose originals grossed over $115 and $150 million respectively. Now, the biggest movie this particular season was poised to be the new James Bond film No Time to Die on April 10th. But announced just yesterday, MGM, Universal, and the producers are postponing the film until November over direct concerns of how the marketplace is being affected overseas due to the coronavirus. The last 2 films in Daniel Craig's run as Bond have grossed over $2 billion worldwide, so we can see how they would like to preserve that. That is a much greater concern internationally than of A Quiet Place Part 2, which we mentioned last week as part of the Horror Coalition for the year. John Krasinski's original film was a huge hit after it premiered at South by Southwest that year and grossed over $188 million domestically. This one is likely to be even more front-loaded, though, as fans should give it a big opening weekend, and then we will see if word of mouth suggests this is the same kind of theatrical experience that they all had the first time.
There's another Disney film you think could be the top of the list, but might have some trouble as well.
That's right, Angie. Mulan is their latest live-action adaptation of one of their animated films, this one from 1999, and there are a lot of high hopes for what director Nicky Caro has crafted. But it is certainly a big financial gamble, given that the new film is focusing on the action and the legend without the songs and comic relief. It has just garnered a PG-13 rating, and with a $200 million price tag, even if it matches that total domestically, which I would not entirely commit to just yet, it is going to need some substantial international help. Disney was clearly counting on that market, particularly China, given that this is based on a Chinese legend. But with all the fears of the coronavirus not slowing down anytime soon, China's film market has taken a large hit, with totals for the year expected to be cut in half, and a number of cinemas there even expected to go bankrupt. Without that market in particular, this is a film to keep an eye on, though Disney can more than afford to take a risk like this and further broaden the reach for female-led productions. That being said, we all hope we can get this virus under control, otherwise we could start to see similar ramifications with people being hesitant to go out to theaters.
For more Business First AM, check us out on social media. We're on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, and go to businessfirstam.com for where to see our show on TV.